This topic has been covered before in a previous video. And the first rule of I go by lots of names is do not make two videos that are on the same topic. However, there is an exception that has been made 3 minutes ago. And that exception is making a video on the best player in Skyblock. And also a guy called EAlman told me to do it. On the biggest MMO server in Minecraft, people will tend to be better than others. There are many ways to get ahead of other personnel. Some people trade real currencies for fake currencies, specifically Skyblock coins. Others hope they get lucky and they become lucky. And a few people work their way to the top, getting everything from the 3 steps of a real player: struggle, grind, and shine. But how exactly do we tell if a player is good? There are 5 stats that might measure the goodness of a player: skill average, slayer, net worth, dungeon level, and playtime. Immediately we can rule out 2 of these stats. Playtime could just be someone sitting in their AFK pool all the time. Cough, power owner cough. And the other stat that is not a stat is called net worth. Because people can just buy their way into being rich. Buying is not equal to skill. Plus, it's very difficult to measure as some people do not like sharing or caring, and others keep their valuable items in island chests. So a good player has a good combination of skill, slayer, and dungeon. They are all pretty easy to get. It's just that nobody really wants to fish in a video game for 10 hours every day. Or mine or forage or farm or tame or kill or enchant or brew. Or kill zombies or tarantulas or wolves. Or defeat Livid or Sidon or Necron. But in case you do all of these activities to the extent where you have lost everything else in real life, you might be the best player. But there can only be one best player. So how do we measure how best someone is? How do we balance these stats to give the most fair and accurate leaderboard? I don't know. But I know someone else who does. Today, I will be using 3 types of things that will measure how best someone is. The first one is a leaderboard made by an old guild member that used to be in my guild, called Sanither's Skyblock leaderboard. I'm not sure what equation he uses, but I will be using it anyways. Here are the top 10 players according to here. Extremely shocking. Must watch. At number 1 we have Hypixel, Surfish Brot, Oh Panda, Death Streaks, Max Timmy, Wheelchair 77, EAlman, Whirple, who used to be number 1 in my old video, Copam 1, and Ari Ryan. But that's just from one point of view. The next opinion we will be using comes from the weight calculator, designed by Lappy Sheep. Due to the fact that the Sanither leaderboard only calculates for people who are in guilds while those who are lonely and wandering around are not taken into account, which could lead to a fatal error, and the fact that the weight calculator leaderboard only calculates for people who have signed up, which leaves out a lot of top players, I would have to come up with a solution since both leaderboards exclude a part of the community. The solution is to take the top 10 players from each leaderboard and combine it into one big Omega leaderboard, with no duplicates, calculate their points on both calculators, and add those points together. And even though the official calculator had a cooldown, this could easily be out-trolled by forcing people to run commands for me. So after doing that, look at the brand new I go by lots of names official leaderboard. And Hypixel is still on top, followed by Death Streaks and Screwy. I did not really feel very well with this leaderboard. This leaderboard was made with info from only 2 bots. Which means only 2 opinions were used. I wanted to maximize the opinions. So here is my ultimate plan. I will take the first 7 people since 7 is the lucky number, and have normal people choose which player was the best. The 2 populations I will be polling are random people in my relatively endgame guild and also average people who like to see my community posts. So after creating a straw poll to extract the most opinions possible out of the human race, and watching the votes slowly trickle in, I decided to wait until the votes were settled. The votes have settled. Over 1,200 people have decided. Now, let's find out one. Coming in at last place is EAlman. Hypixel is in 3rd place. And Whirple has been decided as the true winner, followed by death streaks. Maybe this is because the general population believes that his ridiculous amount of Slayer XP is ridiculous. And this combined with his high skill average in Catacombs makes him the best player. In fact, he has over 11 million Sven XP, the highest in the game, which is 22,000 bosses. Assuming that each boss takes about 1.5 minutes to do, he has spent over 500 hours just hitting dogs. In fact, some have believed he has not showered in 1.5 years. But I will not confirm that. I also don't want to think about it. But anyways, this has come full circle. Whirlpool was the #1 player in the first video and apparently he is still #1. Whether or not someone will beat him, we may never know. But anyways, thanks for watching. Top 10 reasons to subscribe to I Go By Lots of Names. Number 1. Shout out to Ben MC. Number 2. Number 3. We might hit 100k subscribers. Number 4. Give me money. Number 5. Thanks for watching.